Good afternoon, this is Jennifer Barrera. Today on Thunder Seed Stories, Therapies, Laws, Music, and so much more. I will be suggesting if you have to attend court, kindly do so. If you're not sure, you can always call court or you can discuss this with the lawyer. If you have any doubt on civil laws, I can also communicate with specific members of the city. Some of them can refer you to other outlets. Medias usually don't provide such information unless they're qualified or unless they have people that work for them and provide the information for a client. Usually clients are aware of their own grounds of living, which means that they don't need nobody telling them. This usually what I suggest in this is if anybody has a child, a daughter or a son, some of them might be in another array of direction, or maybe they have to verify that for themselves. So oftentimes we have parents and then you have the children of their parents and their clients. So this must be stated. Laws are made so they respect the integrity of an individual, and those can be an owner such as myself. Laws and God did protect myself, Jennifer Barrera, and I say for even my own mother. Sometimes mothers are obsessed when a woman must have and mustn't have. In my case, and in my mother's case, she didn't want me with children. The law prevails and removes them, so they're removed, and then they appoint them to their lives. Oftentimes, this can happen with an ex. They must respect the law. If anything, some of them are questions, some can be asked specifics, and some can be asked if it gets tremendously disruptive in law or in any other state of society, to kindly consider removing themselves from the country or laws, and then oftentimes they proceed to court. The life of an ex mustn't be destroyed. Usually people who come together have similarities. So oftentimes if you've dealt with somebody, you wish they understand that they have to respect the law, that their belief system on children and law mustn't bother an owner or a person as whom she is. And people continue their lives and want their living to be stated as such. The mother is often guided. There's different outlines or outlets depending on whom she speaks with. But the mother is guided to attend the hospital. Oftentimes she can leave her own life if the case is extreme. Yet she has no grounds to bother her assets. So any money that she made as an owner, Jennifer Barrera, let's say myself, is mine. And there is no discussion. Courts might have done differently 20 years ago, but they have to recognize their flaws and mistake. And then they proceed as also recognizing that the mother has to respect the law. For a period of time, she cannot be close to her daughter. Some mothers do recognize their mistakes and can have good grounds of communication. Yet, if not, there are laws in this. So they continue to protect the owner and the person whom has to have the children. So they're healthy, and also the mother to be, if ever there's a child who will be born. Usually mothers have to be understanding themselves who've been mother. They have to consider health risk. And also any assets are made so they don't live the same experiences as an owner. We don't have to have the same background. That is never needed. Excuse me for saying twice. Jennifer isn't Gloria in this. And unfortunate laws must begin, as many women have been seen as women, and some you have to understand my reaction, which I go, there's specific set of rules in life, or they define women as a specific, there's a development when we state that a woman is a woman. So obviously I'm allowed and permitted legally to say, as a reaction, and I wish people can understand this as a law. So as we limit specifics, and then we proceed to have another human understanding for a specific court member or court, a lawmaker who's actually working on this. Doctors are individuals that Jennifer can understand. Yet while studying, I did this in myself to get my grade, and then I wanted to act stupid as anybody else so I could have my life and have children. Some doctors take too long to have children, and Jennifer doesn't want this. So this is stated as such. Unfortunately, lawyers sometimes don't understand this when she first addressed this around 25, 26 years old. So they don't help, or some of them didn't help, and they don't attune to the laws of life. So specifically, we have different laws how they're developed, and laws of life are really put as such. So 4 or 5 years did pass between a specific amount of time, and Jennifer didn't want the pain, the trauma, and the solitude. So that was really much geared towards herself. Some people can recognize those patterns also in their own lives. Jennifer did stall some women from 21 to 23 years old, and then liberated everything as laws were installed for this. During that time, a woman did bother her life. They did bother tremendously, some people, and they weren't part of her business, her sensationalism, her communication, her any courtship, and her commitment, any other development that she had. Now courts have it against some women and some men. So this is why if people have to attend court, they have to. Some people will go by other development that they have in their own area of work or in society. Washington Supreme Court was never my husband. He had an issue, perhaps an interest, so nobody's being disrespectful, but they didn't respect a specific law, which I had around 20, 21 years old. So they didn't help herself, they didn't help an ex, they didn't help any development that she had in business, and then a specific law here. And then the law can be sent to the U.S. During that time, this has been said of Jennifer Barrera. Washington Supreme Court must follow what Jennifer says and the law in this. Jennifer has been fair with Washington Supreme Court. When things that turn sour, Jennifer did recognize a civil law here in Canada and follow what Washington could have stated or suggested, given that there are laws and it is a matter of law. Many can have good intention. Men are asked to have good intention and love, and if they want to be with a woman or a specific group, or they're asked, kindly do understand that laws are created for them for a reason. This is stated for system of laws, life. So I wish this is clear. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.